Well, it's that way. I would have thought everybody except perhaps Al Blue Lewis as it starts, but how wrong can you be? You never know. He might come off the stool and really land one on the greatest chin. But it certainly has been a fantastic atmosphere the whole time here. The Irish are very easygoing people here, I must say, and they've been taking these two fellas to their hearts as though they were both locals.
So the security and stewards to hill 16, please.
And waiting very patiently there on the left of your picture is the referee, Lou Eskin, the editor of Boxing Illustrated. So we have a New Jersey referee with fighters from Kentucky, now Cherry Hill, New Jersey, of course, and from Detroit.
Greg, have you seen Blue Lewis working out while you've been here in Dublin?
Yes, he's worked very hard with Ray Anderson, the very fast light heavyweight, the man, of course, who was the last one to take Bob Foster the full limit in a light heavyweight championship. So Lewis has had to do a lot of chasing. He's hired Ray Anderson specifically to impersonate Muhammad Ali, and he's done pretty well with him. I notice over there in Muhammad Ali's corner that one of Lewis's seconds are just making sure they're not slipping any horseshoes into the gloves.
Billy Kahn, who is here, who's been here all week with us, said that he gives Al Blue Lewis a pretty good chance, simply because Lewis hits so hard.
Well, I wouldn't want to argue with Billy Kahn, but anyway, here are the official master of ceremonies, Michael O'Hare.
Heavyweight contest over 12 3-minute rounds between, in the red corner, from Detroit, Michigan, Al Blue Lewis.
£223.
Weigh-in this morning, Blue Lewis weighed 223.5 pounds, or 15 stone, 13.5 pounds.
Well, that's the British way of weighing it. 15 stones, 13.5.
The former heavyweight champion of the world, from Louisville, Kentucky, Muhammad Ali.
And there's Muhammad doing the traditional prayer, although some of us here call it his dignity bit. He's refusing to turn round. He looks as though he doesn't want to look at Al Lewis.
Or 15 stone, 7.5 pounds. The referee, Lou Eskin.
So now we'll down to the real stuff now at the start of the opening round. Muhammad Ali, Al Blue Lewis, and the referee is Lou Eskin, who's editor of Boxing Illustrated and also moonlights as a fireman in New Jersey. So he'll be able to extricate Lewis with professional care if he gets hurt. They're wearing 8-ounce gloves. There was some discussion of wearing a 6-ounce glove. They're bright red. I must say it's a great clash to these black bodies of these two very big heavyweights. And there's Eskin now, first time that he's refereed this side of the pond, and the scoring system is a 10 points must, and there will be no mandatory 8 counts, and neither fighter can be saved by the bell. If it's in the middle of a count and the bell goes, it will be stopped and taken back to the corner. And they're just checking now there's not too much grease, the referee, on Al Blue Lewis's face. And I think you've got to look at the height of Lewis there. He's about an inch taller, it would seem to me, than Muhammad Ali. So all set then for the big event here in Croke Park, Dublin. So we're wondering now whether this head cold that Muhammad Ali has been suffering, the Ali snuffle, is now going to be turned into the Ali shuffle. And we think that for the opening round, that Blue Lewis is really going to be a dangerous hitter. He once dented Muhammad Ali's ribs in training, and that was for real in Miami a couple of years ago, and got the sack for doing it. So once again, Muhammad Ali at his dancing weight, as he calls it, 217, just a pound heavier than he weighed for Jerry Quarry. And 223.5, Al Lewis. That's 13 stones, 13 pounds and a half in British scale. Now, Lewis knows he has to get right on top of Ali, and he's a rough customer, and there's a lot of excitement in Lewis's corner to encourage him. Well, it looks as though Ali's teeing off fairly early. He just tried a left hand for Cizère and a left hook. I think that'll be the pattern here from Ali, trying to keep Lewis at bay. This fellow has a long reach. And he's got to flick this left hand out there like a snake's tongue just to keep Lewis at bay. I think that Ali's showing a bit of respect anyway for Lewis, because he's coming at him and Ali has to open up to try and stop him in his tracks. There must be just a slight fear in Ali's heart that this fellow can bang a bit. It's a very small ring, not more than about 16 feet, an amateur ring. So there's no place to hide, and that's for sure. It looks as though Lewis can reach him with that left hand as well there. I think that's as many punches as I've seen Ali take in an opening round anyway, as we thought that the opening rounds are going to be the danger spots for Muhammad. There's no fooling around tonight. These punches are really going at full strength. And that very weak bell at the end of the first round there on punches landed. Obviously, Ali stole that one on the 10 points must system. But I must say, there was no fooling around from Lewis. He was getting stuck in very early, and I thought that Ali showed him a great deal of respect. And coming in the ring, who will obviously get a lot of whistles, is a young lady from Dublin.
George McGovern has a round card, Reg. I think Harold Conrad must be a Democrat.
Well, what do you know about that? And it's Virginia-born Betty McDermott, who works in a hotel here in Dublin. Well, I hope, for the crowd's sake, that she stays around a while. So Al Lewis there, having the gloves just pulled tighter on there by Luther Burgess, former fighter. When he was 19, he fought Willie Pep. Now, this fellow looks a very calm and collected customer.